Hey Jim, this is Greg, and we connected via the Tinting Facebook group. And I said that I'd shoot you a quick video showing you what I would do and what the opportunity is to get more traffic to your website. Now I know that you mentioned you've just started working with an SEO company, which I think is awesome and exactly the right thing to do. And I have every hope that they do a good job for you, because that would give my industry a good name and a good reputation. I will say, however, that I'm more than happy to share this information with you. Feel free to share it with them. I'm hoping that they know exactly what this is all about and that they can implement this for you. But of course, I'll remain available to you if you have any questions or want to move in a different direction. But obviously, no pressure. So, Jim, what I do is I will take a look at your website, look at the back end, look at what's going on, and see what I would suggest could change. And hopefully is already in the process of changing to get you the traffic that you want to grow your business. It's all about getting to the top of Google. If you're not on the top of Google in the map pack and in the first 2 or 3 organic results, you're missing out on 90% of the traffic. I approach this problem from 3 directions. The first one being content. Content is the words and images, quality and quantity of your website. In your website. Number 2, backlinks. The number of times your website is mentioned and linked to from another site. This is Google's popularity contest. And if they trust those sites linking to you, then by association, some of that trust flows to you too. The third thing is citations. The number of times that your business name, address, and phone number are mentioned anywhere on the internet, in directories, etc. These 3 things together allow Google to assume some knowledge of your authority, trustworthiness, and relevance in your domain, which is paintless dent repair and window tinting. If they trust you and they think you're relevant, they're more likely to push you up in Google. Google cares very much about their customers' experience. Their customers are people using their search engine. They only want to push up websites that they believe are going to answer the questions that their customers are asking. If they're not confident of that, they don't push you up. So the work that we do goes a long way towards increasing their trust in you and belief in your relevance. Without further ado, here, Jim, let's look at content. So I really like your site. First impressions, it's bright, it's engaging, and I really like that. One thing I would suggest is that there's maybe more of a suggestion of the work, of the services that you offer. So you've mentioned paintless dent repair, but as I click into more, I see that there's also ceramic coatings and tint. So you might want to be very upfront on the homepage exactly what you do, because you've got 3 seconds about to make an impression and to tell your potential customers what it is that you do. Okay. But Google doesn't care about aesthetics. Google cares about the content, quality and quantity. Quantity-wise, they want to see at least 1,500 words on your homepage. Okay, so I'm looking here. I'm guessing it's less than 100, and they want to see at least 500 words per service page. Okay, the reason why they care about quantity is because they assume that if you're able to write volumes about what you do, that you are an authority in what you do. Okay, that allows them to trust you. But more than that, also, there's a relevance play here too. If you've written a lot of words about what you do, Google will assume that you're going to be able, somewhere in those words, to be able to answer the questions that your customers are searching you for. Okay, so you need more words. I'm going to do a little bit of a count here using a tool that I have. So throughout your whole site, Jim, a little under 1,800 words. Okay, your homepage, 230 words. So you're about 1,300 short there, I think, in my opinion. On your tint page, yeah, that's good. More words needed for ceramic coatings. And pretty good for paintless dent repair. But I would suggest that you really ramp this up. That's on the quantity side of things. On the quality side of things, Jim, it's super important that you write throughout your content what we call keywords. Keywords describe your service and the location in which you do it. I'll give you an example here. So I did a search for paintless dent repair, Burnsville MN. Okay, this is a keyword phrase. And you want to write this phrase and variations of this throughout your website. Okay, you don't want to obviously focus just on paintless dent repair or just on Burnsville, because there's a lot more that can be done to attract traffic in many other ways. You're very close to Minnesota, so you should be targeting keywords that also speak to Minnesota, because customers searching for that will find you. I know that you don't only do paintless dent repair. You also do tinting and coatings. So you'd want to find those keywords that speak to those services too. The strategy here is to find at least 10, 15, 20 of those keywords that have high volume and are easy to compete against. Okay, it's very easy to understand based on tools that we have access to that show you exactly what those words should be. Okay, and I'm pretty sure that your SEO company knows how to do this. But here I am looking at your website, Jim, and granted, I'm sure that they've only just started with you, and also granted, your website I think is pretty new. Currently, you are indexed with Google for 0 keywords. Now, this is probably because, as I said, the site is new, and or because you don't have enough words in your site, and maybe the words are not written in a way as to capture those keywords. Okay, this number here, this is the number we want to change. I'm going to show you what is possible. So here I am looking at one of your competitors, dentheads.com. So they get almost 500 visitors to their website every month, because they have a keyword strategy that speaks to the keywords that customers are searching for, not only in Burnsville, not only in Minnesota, but also it looks like in Bloomington. Not sure how far away that is, but they're doing an awesome job. So you want to be seeing at least this. But imagine if you got even half of this, or even a quarter. If you got 120 customers visiting you a month, and you were able to convert 1 in 4, I think things would look awesome for you. On the conversion side of things, I just wanted to mention that when I talk about the aesthetic of the site, conversion is important. So when someone lands here, let them understand what you're all about. Okay, so that they don't come here looking for tint and they see paintless dent repair, and within 2 seconds they bounce elsewhere. So the traffic is important, but your ability to convert them is important too, and that's about the aesthetic of the site. All right, that's content, keywords, and quantity. The second thing that's super important here is backlinks. So a backlink is the number of times that another website links to your website. And if Google trusts that site, they will trust you by association. That trust goes a long way to driving your site power. And the more powerful your site is, the more likely it is that Google will rank you up. Okay, so you can see that Dentheads have 624 individual links back from 38 different domains. So it's pretty good. Now the strategy here, Jim, is to figure out who all these domains are, make sure that they are not spammy domains, and then beat this number. Go for 50, 60, 70 referring domains. The process here is to reach out to each of these individual domains, either pay for or simply request a backlink. Hope that backlink comes in. Make sure that that process is done organically over a period of time. You can't just do it on one day or in 1 week, because Google will think that's spammy and will actually hurt you. So find out what those links are, request those links, and build your backlink profile for power. The last thing I want to mention to you, Jim, citations. So a citation is the number of times that your business name, phone number, and address are mentioned on directories throughout the web, both local and national directories. The strategy here is to figure out where all of your competitors are listed and then beat that number. It's a volume game again. Again, we reach out to every directory. We register your business name, address, and phone number exactly accurately. And this gives you a great opportunity to be here in the map pack. If you're in the map pack, most of your customers probably are searching for you on a mobile phone. If you're in the map pack, they are able to call you 1 click from this link, which reduces the friction between the search experience and being able to speak to you. This really gets the phone ringing. Okay, so that's citations. So, Jim, without further ado, I'm going to send you this video. I hope you find it useful. I truly do. I hope perhaps one day we'll get a chance to speak, and I'm more than happy to answer any questions that you may have here. Again, content. You want to, I think, bulk up your site, get more words in there, and make sure that those words are built around a very solid, strategic keyword plan. Number 2, backlinks. Get those really high-quality sites linking back to your site. Drive that power and trust. Number 3, your citations. Get listed on those directories and get into the map pack. This is where you want to be. And your opportunity here is, it's great. These guys are doing an awesome job. You don't need this much traffic if you can get your conversion factor up. Okay. All right, Jim, I'm going to send you this video. I'd love your feedback. Tell me if it's useful. And again, wish you all the best. Cheers.